5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that signals the start of the show. Welcome to Twin Cities Double Up, a podcast so nice you're going to want to listen to it twice. I'm your host, Mr. Brock. With me, for I can't believe the first time ever, my good friend, Michael, King of Midwest Wrestling. Pam!
Thanks for having me. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, man. I'm happy that you're here. I know we've been talking for months now about doing a show together.
Yeah, it's finally happened.
And last weekend, we finally put a date on the calendar. We said, we're doing it. We locked down this Saturday because we're super stoked. We get to do this podcast, then we're going to head out for an awesome event. I know you're excited for this. Why don't you tell them what we're going to do tonight?
So tonight, we're going to the NLW show at the Bloomington Knights of Columbus, but is the Bloomington Event Center. So a lot of history there. I went to, Steel Domain Wrestling shows at that time and whatnot.
How long ago was that?
So that would be, that would be probably maybe a few years.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to have you on here for. You're kind of an OG in the business. I want to get right into it, Michael. I want to learn about Michael. Then we'll talk about some of this. So let's talk about little baby Michael growing up. When did you first get into wrestling? How old were you?
So, my late uncle, Howard, he got me into wrestling at a very young age. He would sit me down on a chair and we would just watch wrestling and whatnot. So in around 1996, that's when I started to watch WCW worldwide. I don't know if you know that or not, but that's what I've been watching, It's the Worldwide and WCW Nitro.
So that's where you got your start. You started watching those two first?
Yeah, I started watching those two first. Then I started to watch WWF at the time between 98 and 99.
Okay.
So in around between 99 and 2000, that's when I really began to watch WWF on a full-time basis, and I just fell in love with it. I watched wrestling like all night, waking up my parents because I just love it so much,
Well, and it's apparent with you, man. I mean, you bring a lot of energy to every single match you go to. That's why we love having you in the front row.
Yeah. It's just that I got a love and passion for wrestling. I love, good storytelling.
Sure.
And that's kind of, I feed off of that too, is because in order to have a great wrestling match, you got to have a great storyline too.
Amen.
Totally
agree. So kind of our history together, I think we met probably pretty early on when I started going to these shows. I just started going this year, as you know, right? Mm-hmm. You were already well established in the industry, well known around. Let's just go this year alone. Let's talk about a couple highlights from the year. Starting in, let's go all the way back to. Let's start at Spring Fling. Right? What was the Spring Slam? What was the one at Woodbury called?
Did
you go to that one?
I don't remember. I don't recall.
But you were at that one, I remember, right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When we had Rampage and Fowler's best of 3 match finale, we had the 50-man Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a match.
Okay.
Yep. So let's start from there. What were some highlights going into the spring this year? What were some things you were looking forward to that you got to watch throughout the year?
I I really like the that huge battle royal,
With the 50-man battle
the
royal.
50-man battle royal.
That was a good start.
That was a great start.
Sure.
And oh my goodness, it's like I was planning on filming that match, but I said to myself, I can't keep up.
There was way too much going on.
There
I did the
was
same thing. No, I did. You couldn't film everyone. There's 50 men. That was a lot of fun with 2 rings. That was the cool part, right?
2 rings. Oh, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Midwest All Star Wrestling pulled this off.
Yeah.
Because actually, speaking of two ring, there's a pay-per-view tonight, WWE Survivor Series, and they also have a 2 ring
No kidding.
and War Games. So
Is it going to be lined up kind of like it was at Woodbury, you think? Just side by side?
I think so. But WWE does things different.
That's true. They could have an elevated one. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but getting back to the MAW, I was completely blown away when I saw that 2-sided ring and
Oh, yeah.
whatnot.
That was some fun.
That was really fun, and I really had a good time. And also too, I had the opportunity to meet Melina Perez. Really nice. She's a really outspoken, nice woman.
You've had the opportunity to meet a ton of people, I feel like, over the last 10 years. That's my next question, Michael. I mean, is it even possible for you to give me a rundown of some of your favorites? You've met so many people.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a full rundown.
Give me a full rundown, buddy.
I've met the Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I think he's a very nice dude. I actually got to interview him.
No kidding. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Is that available to watch online?
Yeah, everyone can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Michael's Wrestling Channel, and when you go to my channel, I have a list of all the videos, like Michael's Corner interviews and whatnot. So if they click on that playlist, they have to stroll all the way down.
We were talking on the car right here. You got about, 11 years of footage, right?
Yeah, about 11 years footage.
That's
So,
incredible, man. No, and I think a lot of people in the industry really appreciate what you've done as far as setting some spotlights on it. And your page is no joke, man. You got a lot of subscribers. People watch your stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I got a lot of subscribers, and like it took time. You gotta keep. I'm gonna tell everyone, and I'm gonna tell you, Brock. If you want to, if you if you want more subscribers, if you want people to really watch or whatnot, you gotta keep promoting yourself. You're not just posting just once. It's not going to work. You gotta keep promoting your channel. I say every other day or every couple of days, so then that way you'll get the more subscribers and whatnot. And also too, you gotta tell other people about my channel and whatnot, and that's what's gonna get you the more subscribers and whatnot. And I just keep promoting it. I go to wrestling shows. I ask, one of the ring announcers to help me promote my YouTube channel and whatnot, and that ring announcer did just that. So I figure, you know, him him helping me promote my YouTube channel to the audience and to the fans, and ever since then, oh my goodness, I was completely blown away once I reached that 1K.
Yeah, that seems like some super solid advice I should listen to, but my plan was just to have you on the show and then just mooch off your success. No?
I'm
You're going to make me work?
gonna make you work.
That's all right. You're actually a really good mentor to have. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I do. And it was fun when I started getting into this. Not only just working with you, but then the guys at Indie Talk have been super cool as well. I know you work with them a lot, right?
Oh my God.
Just Jesse and Jaron, and now the Wolfman. I don't know if I know the Wolfman.
Yeah, it's Jesse, Jared, and now Wolfman.
Yeah,
I
great guys.
I love Indie Talk.
Well, I've been talking with them, and we were saying, what if the three of us teamed up for an episode? What do you think? Would you be in?
Heck yeah.
Right? We were thinking about doing that for something big. Maybe end of the year, we do a big recap. The three of us all talk about everything we
Oh
watched.
yes, that I would actually love that.
Okay, we'll work on that, man. We can do it here again. I'll get the boys over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jesse and Jaron are going to be there tonight, so maybe we'll talk to them then.
Yes. That would be a wonderful idea.
Oh, you heard it first, people here.
Heard it first.
I love it, Michael. Okay. Well, thank you for the little bit of background, but I want to dive a little deeper into Michael. Are you ready to do some random questions?
Yes.
What do you think? Okay. I went through all of these questions already this morning with Jason Rage. Okay, so just so you know, you're gonna have to top his answers. You think you can? Do you think you can be more psychotic than Jason Rage?
I don't know.
No. Can you create more chaos than him?
I think I can create a lot of heat.
Amen, brother. What kind of heat you gonna have? What do you think about? Okay, before I get into the question, I want to talk about this. The hardcore match between Icarus Alexander and Jason Rage last weekend. What did you think about that at Doghouse? You were front and center for that, man. Did you get splattered with blood?
Luckily I didn't.
There was a lot of blood in that one.
Yeah, there was a lot of blood. Kids behind me started to actually cry because they don't like seeing blood and whatnot.
It was intense. Those two went at it.
It was so freaking intense.
And what did you think about the thumb? I was talking to Rage about this. The thumbtacks in his mouth, and then Icarus kneed him right in the jaw. That was where I cringed. That was it for me.
I mean, in all my years of watching, going to all these wrestling shows, I gotta say that was probably the most intense match I ever seen.
Ooh, you hear that, boys? That means a lot coming from this guy right here. He's been around a long time, and I'm super excited to see what is in the future for those two, right? Because both of them are on a trajectory for some major stuff. I know Rage has a title shot next weekend, and Icarus is getting his in too.
Can I say something too?
Absolutely.
Is I see something in Jason Rage. I think he's gonna make it big.
You know what? I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm not kidding. We had him on the show back in April when I was first getting into this. And we were just talking today about how much he's progressed. And I'm sure you've seen it over the years, right?
Oh, yes.
The Jason Rage 6 months ago is not the Jason Rage we see in the ring right now.
Yeah.
He's not even the same guy you talk to on the streets, right? He's totally turned to a different guy.
Yeah. And can I tell you something else? I started going to that WrestleVerte shows.
Okay.
And he had a match. I mean, before downtown Petey Brown had a match, he injured his shoulder. Someone had injured him and whatnot. So he put out a video on his social media stating that the doctors won't clear him to wrestle and whatnot. So the very next day, I went to WrestleVerte. I see Petey Brown ready to face someone who attacked him, And I'm seeing right on that bulletin board when I found out it was Jason Rage that attacked downtown Petey Brown. Oh my goodness. I gave him so much. I think you might want to bleep this word.
Okay. Well, we'll let it fly for you. You get a free pass. What'd you give him?
I gave Jason Rage so much shit.
Whoa. Yeah, you're good. We're not bleeping it. I loved it. It was real.
Oh my.
How much you give him?
Oh my God. And I kept on saying during that match against with Downtown Petey Brown, because everyone knows that I'm good friends with Petey Brown.
Sure.
And I kept on saying, your mohawk is falling out.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So where do you stand with Rager now? Are you rooting for him?
It depends on the opponent that he's facing.
Shay Diesel and Pork Chop. Who you rooting for? Shay Diesel, Pork Chop, and Rager. That's the match we got on December 6th.
Whew.
I know you're a Diesel fan, too. That's going to be hard for you, isn't it?
It's going to be hard for me.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be hard for me. But you know what? I got to go for my man, Shay Diesel.
Oh, okay. Well, we might have to do a little heat back and forth this week, because I'm all rage. Okay? I'm all for rage. Mm-hmm. You going to be sitting next to me at that show? I'm just kidding. You're not going, right?
Yeah, I'm not going.
SmackDown.
But that doesn't mean I can give you, my thoughts of the match.
Yeah, maybe I'll live stream it for you so you can check what's going on.
Yeah.
You'll be too bracked by that SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to these questions. I want to get to know the Michael that we don't see next to everyone in the ring. The Michael deep down. Is that all right?
It's all right.
Now I'm going to hit the question. You ready? Question 1. What's your favorite quotation?
Ooh.
This is tough for you because you drop quotes every single day on Facebook, so you're just a quote machine. That's why I was excited for this one for you.
Oh, my God. This is probably one of my favorite quotes. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you.
Do you feel like you live that way?
Yes.
I think you do.
And that is the number one golden rule in life.
Sure. You kind of wish everyone lived that way, right? Want the world to be a better place?
The world would be such a better place if people just get along.
Yeah.
Just get along. And, it's like just because things didn't go your way or whatnot doesn't mean take it out on other people.
I love it, man. And, I do want to give a quick plug for those little quotes you put out on Facebook. They do kind of make my day a little bit. You give some good little advice. I think I need to blast them out more. I never share them. I should start doing that so other people can see them. Because they truly are helpful. They're very nice little blips. Something quick, just today's daily reminder. You keep it simple. I read one of those and I say, hey, you're right, Michael. And a lot of them are kind of on that level, right? Don't sweat the small stuff. Treat people good. Mm-hmm. Right? Don't worry about the people who are naysayers. That's a big one. I feel like you have a lot.
Yes, and let's talk about that right quick. It's just that you got to block the haters. You got to block the haters because at the end of the day, they're going to judge you anyways.
Amen, right? Haters going to hate. What can you do?
Yeah.
All right. I love that answer. I'm glad you had that one lock stock. Jason Rage was a little thrown off with these questions. I think he was expecting me to ask about like eating corpses or something. All right, let's get you the next one. What would you love to find at a yard sale?
Ooh. Well, that's a tough one. If I see like maybe a wrestling action figure or even something that I really, really like, I'll just go and grab it and buy it.
Sure. And you got quite a few wrestling figures. We were talking about that the other day. You said you were getting overrun by them. Right?
Yes.
And they're starting to take up more of your room than you?
Well, actually, luckily, I have a big bed,
Okay.
so I don't have to worry about space and whatnot.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Well, that's a good answer. I'll accept it, buddy. Next one. What are your simple pleasures besides wrestling?
Whew, that's a tough one, guys. Whew, I really do need to get out more.
What? You were just gonna say wrestling, weren't you?
Yeah,
It is your. Well, you know what? I can't take that away from you. It is your simple pleasure, right? Everything wrestling, and that's fine. You're all wrestling all the time. I'm not taking that away. That's your answer. That's a good answer.
yeah.
I respect that, brother. Let's move on. If you decided to go on a spiritual journey, where would you go and what would you do?
I would go to Florida.
You like Florida?
Yeah, well, yeah. Not during the hurricane season.
Yeah, I'd probably recommend not doing it then too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you been to Florida before?
No, but I seen pictures on Google of Florida.
Yeah.
Really nice place.
Good weather. What do you think of the cold? Do you like Minnesota cold?
I like the Minnesota cold.
You can handle it? Like this week's all right for you?
Mm-hmm. This week's all right for me.
It's rough. I was kind of a baby, man.
I don't
It's
know.
always that
But,
first week.
yeah, I don't know about other people, but I know for me, I like the cold.
Amen and amen.
Yeah.
All right. Next. I'm going to switch this perfectly tailored for you. It's which historical sporting event, but I'm switching it. Which historical wrestling match would you like to witness?
Ooh,
That's a good one, huh?
that's a good one.
You like that one?
Yeah. I would like to.
Sorry, people. I threw him up out grabbing the phone. Sorry, which match would you like to go to?
The match I want to see is Downtown P.D. Brown versus Eric Lockhart. The only reason why I said that because Eric Lockhart is one of my very good friends. He's actually my first wrestling friend.
I was going to say, you have deep ties with him. You've talked about him before.
Yeah, I have deep ties with him.
How many interviews have you done with him?
I done probably about 4.
Yeah?
Probably 4 or 5.
Cool. And how-
But you heard it first, you guys. I might bring him back on Michael's Corner.
Ooh, are we getting some exclusive content right here?
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to hear that.
Yep. We just gotta lock up the date and whatnot, and everything will be set.
Well, we'll be sure to blast that bad boy out when you do get there, right? You're going to let me know?
I will
gonna send it out.
definitely let you know.
Appreciate that. All right, question on its way. If you could give all human beings one virtue, which would you choose?
Ooh, and that's a tough one.
I gave you some deep ones, didn't I? I really wanted to get in your head.
Ooh. Oh my God. Maybe give people, maybe some people, little sense of humor.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one, right? You're sick of those people who can't or take things too seriously,
Yep.
right? Can't laugh at themselves, can't have fun.
Yep.
I hear that. That's good. You know, that's a good one, Mike. I think the world would be better.
And I hate to say this, but I'm one of those people. It's like I take myself too seriously sometimes.
I think you do, yeah.
Yep. There might be times where, I can have a little fun but at the same token, I could get a little serious.
Yeah, but I think it comes with the territory. You're a busy man. You're work. Sometimes even at the events, I know to not bug Michael during certain times. You're working.
Yeah.
I get it. No, nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Which historical time period would you most like to visit?
I could tell you one that I don't like to relive or visit, and that is 2020. Oh my God.
What happened? COVID? Mm-hmm. All of COVID? Every aspect of it you hated?
Freaking hated it.
What'd you hate about it?
Ugh.
Mask mandates?
Everything.
People?
Everything.
Hit me, Michael. Can you go in Michael mode quick about COVID? Let's get a quick Michael mode towards COVID.
You know what? COVID sucks.
That was a good Michael mode. You know what? I need to talk about. Am I allowed to say? When are the shirts coming? Am I allowed to ask? We're gonna have to bleep that.
We're gonna have to bleep that for now.
Okay,
because...
sorry. No, there's no shirts. I don't know what I was talking about. I thought you were a different Michael. Okay, all right. Moving on. If money were no object, what kind of party would you throw?
Ooh. I hate to be a buzz killer, but I'm not a party person.
What? Come on. No parties?
No parties.
Michael, okay, so say in the future, when's your birthday?
My birthday is August 14th.
Okay. So August 10th, I'm like, hey, Michael, come on over. We got to shoot a podcast. You walk in. Boom, surprise. Everybody's there. Right? Jason Rage, Rampage Santana. Justin Fowler flew in for it.
Oh!
You're telling me you're not going to be like, this is awesome.
If all my wrestling buddies were there, bleep this word. Hell yeah.
I'm not bleeping it, man. I love it. Mm-hmm. I think someday we got to make it happen. Let's throw a big bash. Let's throw them a bash. What do you think? Big wrestling bash?
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Why not? I feel like between you and I, we might be unstoppable.
Yeah.
What do you think? Oh, it's going to be a good image right there. We're going to have that framed right above here, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, one final question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
That's what I'm interested in. What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Okay. All right. You guys heard it first. I ate something very strange. It was probably around maybe probably like 7 or 8 years ago. I ate some weird chicken. I will disclose which place it was. But I got very sick.
Ew.
And I said to myself, I will never eat that again. So
some gross chicken.
some gross ass chicken.
Did you get sick off it? Mm-hmm. Were you puking?
Yeah, I was puking
Ugh.
all over the place at home. You know?
Thank God. Well, that is pretty strange. Mm-hmm. Speaking of strange, what do you think of what game were we playing? WWE 2K20?
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're planning on for part 2 of this segment. Michael and I are going to jump off this. We're going to bring the stuff over to the couch. Michael has a bit of a beef that we've been talking about with a certain video game. Michael, why don't you just kind of tee it up? What's going on in this? What we're going to do next? We're going to sit down and play it. And you can explain a little more during, but where did this all start with your hatred towards WWE 2K20, correct?
Okay, so this started when the game first came out. I thought I was looking forward to, it being the best game, I was looking, because Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns was on the cover.
Oh.
So I'm waiting for, the launch date and whatnot. The time, it has a timer, So I was waiting for that to become playable. So after it became playable, oh my God. When I first started playing it, it had a lot of bugs.
Yeah?
Oh my goodness. I couldn't even played the universe mode, it was so glitchy. Then I tried to play, the my player mode, and it's just so glitchy.
Did they fix the glitches?
Yes and no.
Uh-oh.
It just gotten so worse. And then I felt that they messed up Nikki Cross's character.
How so?
I don't know if you can see her head.
Yeah.
She almost had like a bald head.
Just didn't look like her?
It just didn't look like her.
Threw the whole game off.
Yep. And also too, they messed up Molly Holly.
Those
They
bastards.
messed up. I said, you son of a. They messed up Molly Holly.
How dare
And
they?
she's a Hall of Famer.
Well, we're about to find out what's what in a few moments here, folks, as Michael and I are going to move over to the couch. Michael, thank you for letting us take the opportunity to get you know you a little bit. Mm-hmm. Now, let's get to know why this man right here has his personal vendetta against WWE 2K20. Signing out for now, this is Mr. Brock and Michael Pan, my five buddy. Thanks for coming on.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
All right. Talk soon.